Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review The Planters. And this is honestly one of the quirkiest, weirdest, strangest comedies I've seen in a while. And this is completely from the creative juices of Alexandra Kochev and Hannah Leader, who play our two leads, Martha and Sadie. Martha is a young woman who's a telemarketer who plants things in the ground and leaves them for payment, and she's really down on her luck she's really awkward, doesn't do very well with the telemarketing, and then all of a sudden the local hospital that deals with mental illness shuts down, and this woman, Sadie, winds up showing up, and she has 3 distinct personalities, and they wind up having a budding relationship, and then, Martha develops some feelings towards this man who winds up coming across their path, and played by Phil Perolisi. And in the end, this film is like an hour and 18 minutes, is really focusing on relationships. And this budding friendship between Martha and Sadie, this budding romantic relationship from Martha, it's about growth. And what these two women are able to accomplish with this film is extraordinary. Leader and Kochev are just able to capture such a weird, offbeat atmosphere and tone with everything in this film. It does feel very much borrowed from Wes Anderson. If you didn't tell me, I could have guessed this was an early Wes Anderson. It felt like that Bottle Rocket kind of feel where they don't quite have a budget or a big idea to really capitalize on the crazy eccentricities of their creative juices, but this very much feels like that early Wes Anderson. The music, just how the shots are done, the cinematography, just everything comes together and just creates this quirky, weird experience that was definitely on my frequency. And that's the tricky thing, because if this isn't on your frequency and you're not quite connecting with it, this is going to be a hard watch, because you're just going to be like, what the hell am I watching? There's moments with claymation, and Sadie keeps finding strange things inside the tins that Martha puts her things that she plants in the ground. And is this something faith-based? Is it faith? Is something trying to speak to Sadie? And you have those bigger pictures, and will Martha also get those same messages as well? And what's great is Kochev, as Martha progresses throughout the film, you see her gain confidence, showing her emotions, so she's not just flat affect all the time. You see Sadie, who with Leader playing 3 different characters that are very distinct, and she goes between them so effortlessly. There's not a whole, there's a small mystery into who's been stealing things out of the Planters, but there's not a whole lot of complex plot to this film. It could be a little aimless at times, but I feel like it's so weird and quirky and fun that I just sat back and just enjoyed the ride so much. Where it might not have delivered completely coherently with all the weird awkwardness, I still feel like this delivered enough in terms of a fun experience for this to be this is above average film. It makes me excited to see what Kochev and Leader do moving forward with their creative abilities. And they were both great in this film. They knew the tone they were going for, and their performances matched it in perfectly. They were firing on all cylinders together and really created a singularity, this particular film that exists in this awkwardness, and just delivered that. And I really enjoyed it. So if you're ready for something weird, funny, and quirky, go check out The Planters right now. I saw it on Prime Video. But those are my thoughts on The Planters. Let me know what you think. Let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.